Devin Haney will be fighting Regis Prograis on December 9th, and Devin has reacted to some of Regis' newest training footage. Paulie Malignaggi is looking forward to seeing the fight, but he thinks that the style matchup is a bad one for Regis. Paulie stated, "You're as good as your last fight, of course, and I think that Prograis is getting a little older. Prograis struggles against guys that he's got to close the gap against, and I think that stylistically, Haney's legs are phenomenal and a big part of his boxing ability. Styles make fights, I feel like, no matter how good Prograis is and how effective he's been as a world-class, terrific fighter. I think that stylistically it doesn't blend well for him. Haney is a guy who's able to outbox him with a change of pace and a change of distance and a terrific jab. I feel like it's just a bad style for Prograis. He's not going to be able to win that fight." Josh Taylor thinks that it'll be a great fight, but he thinks that Devin is a little too fresh for Regis. Josh stated, "I think that's a great fight. They're two very good fighters. Obviously, I shared the ring with Prograis, and me and him had a good dust-up. I've not shared the ring with Haney, but I've met him a couple of times, and I saw him in training and stuff. He's very sharp. In my opinion, I just think that Devin Haney is a little bit too young, too fresh, too sharp." Ryan Garcia seems to think the same thing, but he thinks it'll be a fantastic fight.
Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. That's gonna be a good one, but Devin Haney's gonna pull out the victory. As in, like, come forward in the fight? Probably Regis. Yeah. Devin's not a come forward guy. Devin Haney, decision, 12 rounds.
Shakur Stevenson thinks that Devin avoided a fight with him by taking the fight with Regis, and he stated, "He felt like the fight with Regis was an easier fight. If he's got me in front of him and Regis in front of him, he feels like a fight with Regis would be an easier option. He's the guy that goes for a lot of easier options in his career. He'll fight a lot of people as soon as they have a bad performance. Then he's ready to get in the ring with them. I think that's the type of fighter he is. He fought Lomachenko right after Lomachenko had a bad performance against Jermaine Ortiz. Regis was just coming off a bad performance. I feel like that's what he likes to do. I honestly think that if you're a true champion and you have a close fight with somebody like you did with Lomachenko, you've got to run it back instead of running away from the smoke. If you're a true champion and you're who you say you are, you'll fight people at their best." Pedro Diaz thinks the fight will be a fantastic one, and he stated, "I've seen a lot of both of their fights. If Devin Haney works a lot on his mid and long-range tactics, he won't have much of a problem. However, Regis Prograis is also a really good, complete boxer. It's going to be a good fight." According to Eddie Hearn, setting up this fight was fairly simple, and he was happy to hear about it.
I mean, they want the fight. He looked over me at the 10th round and went. And listen, I like Bill, and they're simple, you know, look, they're talking to us, they're talking to the Middle East, and I told them, if you want to fight in the Middle East, you better make us a big offer, and we'll consider that as well. It's not just a case of him coming on our show. I've said to Regis when we signed him, I have no problem letting him working with him to take a fight somewhere else, if it's life-changing opportunity, if it's massive money, if it's legacy, if it's everything. So we're flexible, and there's no excuses. We're not here to talk about the other side of the street and politics. If they want the fight, and then we have to go to another platform, if we have to go to another country, if it's the right option for Regis Prograis, we'll do it.
So there'll be a meeting with Bill before he leaves.
Yeah, I'm going to see Devin. I'm seeing Devin in New York next week. Oh.
Mikey Garcia thinks that Devin will come out on top, but he still sees Regis having the possibility of landing that one-hit shot. Mikey stated, "I think Haney versus Prograis is a much better fight than people think. A lot of people are counting out Regis. I think he has a very good chance. He's strong, dangerous, and Haney hasn't shown the best chin at times. He doesn't have the power either to keep Regis off, but he does have the boxing skills. So if he keeps it at a distance, jabbing and circling around, then I could see him winning a decision. But everything could change with one punch. Regis has that power. He's dangerous. He hits hard. You can see that his opponents feel the power." Teofimo Lopez gave Regis hints on how to handle Devin Haney in the ring, and he stated, For Regis, if he's listening right now, you've got to bully him, bro. He has pillow hands. Take the shots and whatever. You can put your head down and let him hit you on the top of the dome and break his hand. Little like that, smart, dirty tactics are going to win that fight with him. Sergio Moraes has his own favorite in the fight, though, and he stated, putting me on the spot, I'd have to say right off the bat, Regis Prograis. He's a natural 140-pounder, smart, strong southpaw. The power's there, the style's there, the hunger's there, and ever since losing that fight in 2019 to Josh Taylor, Prograis has gone on 4 straight wins, 4 by knockout. The power is the deciding factor here, and Haney's already been shook at 135. Age doesn't matter because he hasn't physically been beaten, nor has Haney. It's a prime fight. I don't think moving up is avoiding Shakur Stevenson. Everyone is going to be avoiding Stevenson. It's the wrong style for everyone. Haney became undisputed by fighting one fighter pretty much, George Kambosos. But at 140 pounds, the belts are fractured, and Prograis is one of them, and he's a monster. When you move up in weight, the chin doesn't gain any muscle. When you're dehydrated, your punch resistance goes down. But if you're moving up to 140 and those others are coming down from 150 and one of them cracks you, how are you going to take that? Bozienis thinks that Devin's style will help him a lot in this fight.
His style. He's more of he's a good boxer, man. So I don't think that's will be a problem. Because remember, he's still growing though too, and he's moving up in the weight. So I don't think it'd be a problem. I think that's gonna be a good fight. I mean,
now he's not looked at as a big puncher,
right?
But he's been at 135 his whole career, and like you said, he is growing.
Right.
So could we see a situation where Devin Haney punches harder at 140 pounds as opposed to 35?
No, I don't think nothing going to change. You know what I mean? I don't think nothing's going to change. He probably still be the same. You know what I mean? And then it all depends on, like you said, to me, it all depends on who you're fighting. And Wichicombe's going to be right there. Prograis is going to be right there. So it might be a different situation, though.
How should Devin approach this fight?
Boxing, lateral movement, inside, outside, side to side. You know what I mean? Everything behind the jab. Time up when you got to time up. You know what I mean? Because remember, Prograis is a puncher. So, you know, it can be one punch that can land and take you out. So, you got to be smart. You got to use that jab, everything behind the jab. Set your shots up, don't be there.
Regis Prograis plans to annihilate Devin Haney in the ring, and he stated, since my last fight, they mentioned Devin's name, and that's the only person I've had on my mind. I will not only beat him, but I will beat him up. I will hurt this kid. It's nothing he can do that's going to stop me from dominating. It's going to be a massacre. Again, I will hurt him. On paper, this is a tough fight because it's my first fight at a heavier weight division. I'm comfortable with the plan we have. God willing, I'm going to be stronger and faster than ever. I'm going to dominate him, and the junior welterweight division is going to be put on notice. Devin Haney isn't worried by Regis' words or training though, and Devin stated, the face-off was good. It was a lot better than what he did at the press conference in mid-October. The press conference, he was silent. He didn't say but at the face-off, he was talking a little bit more, which is good. You know, what can I say? I see him talk. He talks crazy on Twitter. He talks a lot on Twitter these days, but I don't know. When he sees me, he doesn't say anything. And then I see him say he's knocking me out, or no, he broke his sparring partner's jaw, or something like that. Man, knock it off. Listen, what we do in the gym, we don't even talk about. We don't even talk about what we do in the gym because we save it for the fight, you know, because that's where it counts. So he was just talking. That's all he wants to do is talk. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.